So today we will continue the same topic which we have studied in the previous class. Now in this topic we will study about the eukaryotic cell and the different components of the eukaryotic cell. Okay. So what are the eukaryotic cells? As we have discussed in the last class, that is these eukaryotic cells are much larger in comparison to the prokaryotic cells, which are so these eukaryotic cells are much larger in comparison to the prokaryotic cells. Now, these prokaryotic cells are the primitive cells, okay, and these are the single enveloped cells. But in comparison to the prokaryotic cells, जो हमारे eukaryotic cells होते हैं, these are also known as two enveloped cells because they have two covering. Entire cell is enclosed in two parts. That is, one is the nucleus of the cell. Nuclear material, genetic material is enclosed in a envelope that is known as the nucleus, and the entire external part of the cell, that is the cytoplasm, and the different components of the cells are enclosed in the outer covering, that is the plasma membrane, or we can say that the cell wall. Okay, so these eukaryotic cells are present in plants as well as in animals. Now, these cells have different shapes, they have different size and different physiology, but all these cells are generally composed of plasma membranes, cytoplasm, and different components that is known as organelles, such as the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, mitochondria, etc. Okay? And as I have said earlier that these cells also has the nuclear content such as DNA, RNA, nucleoproteins, and this nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a thin membrane, okay, which covers all the genetic material. So this is the simple prokaryotic. This is the simple eukaryotic cell. Now these eukaryotic cells, जैसे मैंने अभी as well as in the animals. Now this is the diagram structure of the plant cell and the animal cell for the eukaryotic cell. तो यहाँ पर diagram में it is clearly mentioned that कि जो central part है, that central part is the nucleus and the outer part is the cytoplasm, which contains the different organelles such as microtubules, centrioles, flagella, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, etc. And the outermost part of the eukaryotic plasma membrane. Okay. Now this plasma membrane is the external covering of the eukaryotic cell. And in some cells, जैसे हमारा plant cells है, that plant cell also contains the cell membrane. Okay. So this is also the structure of the eukaryotic cell. Now, the plant cell and animal cell is slightly different way to each other. Okay, जैसे हमारा plant cell होता है, that plant cell has a cell wall as well as plasma membrane, but animal cell does not have the cell wall. It has the outer covering that is known as the plasma membrane. Okay, so there is we can differentiate between the eukaryotic cells and the prokaryotic cells. There is certain parameters on the basis of which the eukaryotic cells and the prokaryotic cells can be easily differentiated. Now, first one is that is on if we can differentiate on the basis of the size, then the eukaryotic cells are much larger in comparison to the prokaryotic cells. Okay, although both are the microscopic in nature. Then the DNA material in the prokaryotic cell, the DNA, and in the eukaryotic cells, this DNA material is present within the membrane bounded nucleus. Okay. Now next we have the organization. These prokaryotic cells are singly organized cells. Okay, or we can say that they are the single cell organism, and these eukaryotic cells are the multicellular organism. Okay, that is, it means that this eukaryotes contains large number of cells, more than one cell. We differentiate between the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells. That is, prokaryotic cells Sometimes it doesn't need oxygen for the metabolic process, but these eukaryotic cells always need oxygen, which is present in the cell, and it is used for the different functions of the cell. Okay. Finally, we have the organelles. Then these in the prokaryotic cells, there is no membrane bounded organelles are present in the cell, but in the eukaryotic cells, the organelles are membrane bounded. They can be easily differentiated from each other. Okay. Now next we have certain general features of the eukaryotic cells. That is, first one is the size of the cell. Now the cells are microscopic in nature, but they are larger in comparison to the prokaryotic cells. जैसे पहले हम लोगों ने differentiation देखा था. In the previous slide, we have seen the some parameters on which we have differentiated the prokaryotic cells from the eukaryotic cells. Okay, so in the general features, the size of the eukaryotic cell is around varies from 1 micron to 175,000 micron. That is near about 175 mm. This is the size of the eukaryotic cell. Okay. For example, the ostrich cell is usually considered as the larger cell having the diameter of 175 mm. But certain nerve cells also have of 3 to 3.5 feet. So we can see, we have seen that this eukaryotic cells are much larger in comparison to the prokaryotic cells. Okay. Now next is the shape of the cell. Eukaryotic cells are found in different shapes, such as they have the triangular shape, they have cylindrical shape, they have oval, rounded or elongated shape. Okay, depending upon the cell. Now finally, next we have the structural differentiation. Now what are the different structures which are present in the eukaryotic cells? Okay, how can we differentiate, how can we describe the eukaryotic cell on the basis of the structure? Now this eukaryotic cell has the cell wall and plasma membrane. Now second structure, it has the cytoplasm, and third one is the nucleus. So we see in the next slide, we will see the different structural description of the eukaryotic cell. Okay. So first we will take the cell wall and the plasma membrane of the eukaryotic cell. Now this cell wall of the eukaryotic cell is actually the protoplast. It is the cell wall is the outer covering of the eukaryotic cell, which separates the protoplast of the plant cell from the outer world. And this cell wall is generally present in the plant cell and it is absent in animal cell. Okay. This cell wall is semi-rigid, laminated, external and non-living covering of the cell. And it contains a complex polysaccharide carbohydrate, that is the cellulose. Now, what is the function of the cell wall? The main function of the cell wall is to provide the protection and support to the plasma membrane and cytoplasm. Okay? And this cell wall has some canal-like minute apertures, minute passage through which the cell remain connected to the adjacent cell. यानी कि हमारा जो कैनल लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है, दैट कैनल लाइक स्ट्रक्चर और द पिट्स fixed with the another canal like structure or the pit of the another cell, and they are connected with each other. And this cell wall is selectively permeable, okay, between the selectively permeable boundary between the cell. It means it allows only certain components to pass through the cell, that is from the cell and to the cell. Okay, so the substances or the material which is important to the cell, only that materials passes through the cell. Okay, otherwise nothing is passes through the cell. Now after the cell wall, next is the plasma membrane, and this plasma membrane in the plant cell, this plasma membrane is present along with the cell. Okay, but in the animal cell, as I have already said that cell wall is absent in the animal cell, so this plasma membrane is the external covering of the cell. Okay? Now this plasma membrane is living, it is very thin, ultra thin. It is elastic in nature. It is porous, semi-permeable, and membranous covering of the cell. Okay, so it is the external covering of the cell which protects the cell from the external environment. Now, this plasma membrane provides mechanical support and external form to the protoplasm, that is the nucleus and the cytoplasm, and it separates the protoplasm from the exterior world, and it also checks the entry and exit of the undesirable substances. Hello students, am I audible? Hello. Okay, so if you have any doubt then you can ask me. कुछ भी आप लोगों को कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम होती है, कोई चीज नहीं समझ में आ रही है, तो आप लोग मुझसे पूछ लीजिएगा, ठीक है? So this plasma membrane is responsible, ये जो हमारा plasma membrane होता है, this is responsible for transmitting the necessary material, that is the material which is beneficial to the cell, that materials passes to the cell, that is cell के अंदर material pass होता है and cell से अंदर से cell के बाहर भी material pass होता है, ठीक है? तो ये हमारा जो plasma membrane होता है, this plasma membrane is also semi permeable in nature. It means it allows certain substances to pass through the membrane. Now this plasma membrane has outer and जो हमारा स्ट्रक्चर होता है प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन का, दैट स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन हैज outer and inner layer made up of protein and the middle layer is made up of lipid. Okay, now these consist of many pores through which the exchange of the molecules takes place. Now exchange of the molecules का मतलब क्या हो गया? That is the exchange of the material. Desirable substances are exchanged through the pores which are present on the plasma membrane. Okay, so जितने भी हमारे, okay बेटा, okay, so ये जो हमारा प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन होता है, दिस प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन अलाउज द पैसेज ऑफ सर्टेन सब्सटेंसेस, यानी कि जो सब्सटेंसेस इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं व्हिच आर बेनिफिशियल टू द सेल, दैट सब्सटेंसेस आर पास्ड इनटू द सेल एंड द वेस्ट मटेरियल आर पास्ड from the cell to the outer world. Okay, so there is, in the next slide, this is the structure of the plasma membrane. Now in the structure of the plasma membrane, and it is shown that this structure में central part is the lipid bilayer. Okay, and outer covering, that is outside of the cell से जो हमारा covering attach होता है, that is made up of the protein, and inner covering, that is inside of the cell, it is the cytoplasm, जो हमारा cytoplasm से attach होता है, that is also made up of proteins. ठीक है? So in the protein there is a transport protein which is helpful in transportation of the material to the cell and from the cell. Okay? So this is the cell wall and the plasma membrane, which is very important for the cell and which protects the cell from the outer world. Now after this cell wall and the plasma membrane, we have the next structure. We will discuss about the next structure, that is the cytoplasm. Okay? Now this cytoplasm is present after the plasma membrane. That is the cytoplasm is present inside the plasma membrane. So the plasma membrane is followed, and this cytoplasm is distinguished into two different structures. ठीक है? तो cytoplasm को हम लोग two different structures में differentiate कर सकते हैं, describe कर सकते हैं. That is, first one is the cytoplasmic matrix. This is the liquid part, and second one is the cytoplasmic structure. That is some about less discussed portion. Okay? So first we take the cytoplasmic matrix. Now this cytoplasmic matrix is present between the plasma membrane. Animal cell और plant cell का जो structure था, आप लोग उस structure पे आइए. And in the animal and the plant cell structures, जो cream color का, that is the structure में जो हमारा light color का portion है, that is the cytoplasm. It is the liquid portion. Okay. So this cytoplasm is generally amorphous. It is translucent in nature. It is homogeneous colloidal liquid. Okay. So ये जो हमारा cytoplasmic matrix होता है, this cytoplasmic matrix is generally the colloidal liquid which is translucent, which is homogeneous in nature, and it is amorphous, means it is even. Whole of the cell contains the same percentage, same type of the cytoplasm. Okay, कहीं पर भी हमारा कोई भी cytoplasm का portion कहीं पर thick या कहीं पर thin नहीं होगा. Whole of the cytoplasm जो होगी उसकी जो हमारी thickness है, ठीक है, solution जो present है, that have the same thickness of the solution. Okay, so ये जो हमारा liquid होता है, that liquid is not transparent. This liquid is colloidal in nature. Now this cytoplasm also, cytoplasmic matrix have various inorganic molecules, and the important inorganic molecule is the water. It has a salt of sodium, salt of potassium, salt of other metals such as iron. Iron is a very important metal which is required by the body, required by the cell. Okay, and along with these, the water and inorganic salts, some organic compounds are also present in the cytoplasmic matrix, such as carbohydrate, lipid, protein, nucleic acid, different enzymes. So enzyme is also a type of enzyme, is also a protein. Okay, so all these substances are present in the cytoplasmic matrix, which is very important to the cell. Now this cytoplasmic matrix has an outer peripheral layer, which is the non-granular. Outer peripheral layer is non-granular, and this is the viscous, this is clear and rigid layer. Okay, and this layer is known as plasma gel, or we can say that it is also known as ectoplasm. So ectoplasm का मतलब क्या हो गया? The layer, the liquid which is present just below the plasma membrane, that is the ectoplasm, and वो हमारा क्या होता है? That layer is the outer layer of the cytoplasm. Okay, now after the outer layer there is the inner layer of the inner portion of the cytoplasmic matrix, and that inner portion of the cytoplasmic matrix is less viscous and it is granular. Small grains are present in the cytoplasmic matrix, and the cytoplasmic matrix is known as endoplasm. तो cytoplasmic matrix को आप two part में divide कर सकते हो, that is the ectoplasm and the endoplasm. ecto का मतलब हो गया outer portion, endo का मतलब हो गया inner portion. Okay, after the cytoplasmic matrix, next we have the another structure of the cytoplasm, another part of the cytoplasm, that is the cytoplasmic structure. Now this cytoplasmic structure is very important for the cell. Okay, so in the cytoplasmic matrix, certain living and non-living structures are suspended, which are present in the cytoplasmic matrix. तो यहाँ पर जो भी हमारे नॉन लिविंग स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं, दैट नॉन लिविंग स्ट्रक्चर्स आर नोन एज ड्यूटोस, or it is known as paraplasm. So these are the non-living structures which are suspended in the cytoplasm. Okay. Now next we have the living structures, which are the membrane bounded structures, and these living structures are known as organoids or organelles. Okay, तो साइटोप्लाज्मिक स्ट्रक्चर्स में लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग स्ट्रक्चर्स दोनों चीजें प्रेजेंट होती हैं. ओके, सो इन दिस केस so the cytoplasmic structures have both cytoplasmic inclusions and organelles. So in the cytoplasmic inclusions, these are the structures which have the stored food and secretory substances, okay, which are present in the cell, and they remain suspended in the cytoplasmic matrix in the form of granules. में cytoplasmic matrix में cytoplasmic inclusions present होते हैं which store the food and secretory substances, okay, the substances which are important for the cell. Now next we have the organelles or organoids. Now these organelles or organoids are the living structures. Now these performs the various important biosynthetic and different activities in the cell, such as respiration, transportation, storage. All these activities which are performed by the cells are done with the help of different organelles which are present in the cell. Okay. Now the different important organelles such as microtubules, centrosomes, basal granules, etc. they are present in this cell. Now in these organelles are very important, and because of these organelles the cell is living in nature. Okay, it is a living creature performing the different functions. अगर ये organelles different organelles cell में present नहीं होगी then cell is unable to perform properly. ठीक है, smoothly cell जो है smoothly जो cell का function है that will not run smoothly, proper functioning नहीं होगी cell में. So these organelles are very important for the cell. So in the next slide we have हमारे पास different structures हैं and उन structures के basis पे ही they performs different functions जो हम लोग फर्दर आगे स्लाइड्स में स्टडी करेंगे, फर्दर टॉपिक में स्टडी करेंगे. ठीक है, तो दीज आर द डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनेलीज. फॉर एग्जांपल लास्ट स्लाइड में भी हम लोग डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, दैट इज सेल मेम्ब्रेन, न्यूक्लियस, सेल वॉल, साइटोप्लाज्म, माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स, राइबोसोम्स, एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, प्लास्टिड्स, वैक्यूल्स, etc. So these are the important organelles which are present in the cell. ठीक है, तो ये ऑर्गेनेलीज जो होते हैं इनके हेल्प से सेल जो है डिफरेंट फंक्शंस जो है परफॉर्म करता है. एंड हियर इज द स्ट्रक्चर which is showing the different parts of the cell. So in the different parts of the cell जो हमारे different organelles थे वही organelles जो है इस structures में show किए गए हैं. And these organelles are, as I have already said, that कि ये important होते हैं cell को. Okay. Hello, am I audible? हेलो वर्तिका. ओके, सो अभी जो मैंने आप लोगों को बताया था व्हाट इज द लिविंग एंड नॉन लिविंग पार्ट ऑफ द सेल, बताइए बेटा. आप लोग जो भी डाउट हो उसके पूछते रहिए, ठीक है. अदर एंड में ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई भी हमें रिस्पांस ना मिले. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट देन यू कैन आस्क मी. अभी जो मैंने आप लोगों को बताया वो आप लोगों को समझ में आए हैं? आकाश, आकाश, सजल, सफल, आप लोग हैं? हेलो. ओके ओके, देन वी विल कंटिन्यू. ठीक है, सो अब हम लोग पढ़ेंगे, वी विल स्टडी अबाउट द डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनेलीज व्हिच आर प्रेजेंट इन द सेल. So in the organelles, first we have the microtubules and microfilament. Now this microtubules and microfilament are very important for the cells. So first we take about the microtubules. Now these microtubules are small tube-like structures. जितने भी, जैसे मैंने पहले भी बताया था कि जो हमारे बायो मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं, जैसे हमारे प्रोटीन है, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स हैं, लिपिड्स हैं, ऑल दीज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड जो सेल बॉडी होती है दैट सेल इज जनरली मेड अप ऑफ ऑल दीज बायो मॉलिक्यूल्स. जैसे प्रोटीन इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट and most of the part of the cell is made up of the proteins. ठीक है, तो ये जो हमारे microtubules होते हैं, these microtubules are ultra fine. It is very very small. They have very very small structures and they are made up of the protein, and that protein is the tubulin. So tubulin protein is the protein which is used for making the microtubules. ठीक है, which is used for the microtubules. Now here the what is the function of the microtubule? Now again they have the small aperture, they have the small tube like structures. ठीक है, so they are used for the transportation of water, they are used for the transportation of ions or the small molecules, they are used for cytoplasmic streamings, and they are used for the formation of fibers of the meiotic and meiotic spindle during the cell divisions. ठीक है, तो जब cell division होता है then there mitotic and meiotic cell division takes place. So जो हमारे spindles होते हैं, that spindles are made up of the microtubules, and these microtubules form the structural unit of central organelles हैं, उनके structural units की formation में भी हमारे microtubules use होते हैं. Okay, so these structural units are also made up of the microtubules. Next we have the microfilament. Now these microfilaments are also the ultra fine proteinous solids which maintains the structure of the cell. So these microtubules and microfilaments are used for maintaining the structure of the cell. जो small empty space होती है, that empty space is microtubules and microfilaments. ठीक है, and these microfilaments also forms the component of the muscle cells, contractile components of the muscle cells. ठीक है, हमारी बॉडी में मसल्स प्रेजेंट होती है. So उन मसल सेल्स के contractile components किससे बने होते हैं? They are made up of microtubules. Now in the next slide there is the structure of the microtubule. It is shown in the slide PPT. Okay, so there is a term that is the cytoskeleton. Now this cytoskeleton means it is a network of thin fibrous elements which is made up of microtubules. That is microtubules हमारी क्या होती है? Hollow tubes होती हैं. And microfilaments क्या हो गए? Thread like structures. ठीक है, तो थ्रेड हमारा hollow नहीं होता और ट्यूब्स क्या होते हैं? That tube is hollow, that tube is empty. तो जो माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स होते हैं दैट इज एम्प्टी फ्रॉम इनसाइड, अंदर से वो हॉलो होते हैं एंड ऑफ द मटेरियल. एंड जो हमारे माइक्रोफिलामेंट्स होते हैं दे आर थ्रेड्स. ठीक है, थ्रेड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर एंड दे आर मेड अप ऑफ एक्टिन. एक्टिन इज अ प्रोटीन. सो दीज माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स एंड माइक्रोफिलामेंट्स बोथ कंबाइंड वे में इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? साइटोस्केलेटन. एंड दिस साइटोस्केलेटन इज functioning as a support system for the organelles and maintains the cell shape. So there is a diagram. In the diagram it is shown that first diagram में आप लोग देखिए, this is the microfilament, somewhat thread like structure, and in the second diagram there is a microtubules, and this microtubule is present inside the cell in the cytoplasm of the cell, and these microtubules are surrounding the different organelles of the cell which is used for carrying the different materials of the cell. That is the water है, the salt materials है, mineral salts हैं, all these are transported with the help of microtubules. Okay? इतना clear है आप लोगों को microtubules का structure? Okay. Now next we have the centrosomes or the centrioles. Now this centrosome or centriole is the another organelles of the cell, which is also very important. Now this centrosome contains the dense cytoplasm and generally it is located near the nucleus of the animal cell. यानी कि nucleus जो होता है, it is the central portion of the animal cell or see in the diagram of the animal and the plant cell. ठीक है, तो सेंट्रल पोर्शन के आसपास यानी कि न्यूक्लियस के आउटर साइड में जो भी पार्ट प्रेजेंट होता है, सब्सटेंसेस प्रेजेंट होते हैं, दैट आर द सेंट्रोसोम्स और द सेंट्रियोल्स ऑफ द सेल. नाउ these centrosomes are very important during the cell division. So during the cell division, these centrosomes contains the two rod shaped granules and these are known as centrioles. Okay, and these centrioles during the cell division, these centrioles forms the spindles of microtubules. Okay, which helps in the separation and movement of the chromosomes. Now these chromosomes are the genetic material carrier, है ना? Human beings are present which carries the different characteristics of the particular which carries the different characteristics and they carries the different genetic material from one generation to the another generation. ठीक है, तो ये जो हमारी chromosomes के movement है, chromosomes का separation है, that are done with the help of that are proceeding with the help of centrioles. Okay, so centrioles are also very important which is part of the cell. इसका जो PDF है वो मैं आप लोगों को बेटा send कर दूंगी. ठीक है, next we have the basal granule. Next component of the cell organelles is the basal granule. Now these basal granules are present in the animal cell and the plant cells and these have the locomotory organs. ऑर्गेनेलीज, लोकोमोटरी ऑर्गेनेलीज मतलब कि मूवमेंट के लिए, है ना? तो इनमें जो हमारे मूवमेंट के लिए जो ऑर्गेनेलीज होते हैं दैट आर द सीलिया एंड बेसल ग्रैन्यूल्स एंड दे कंटेन्स द स्फेरिकल बॉडीज. ठीक है, तो लोकोमेटरी ऑर्गेनेल्स में स्मॉल स्फेरिकल सर्कुलर बॉडीज प्रेजेंट होती हैं दैट आर नोन एज द बेसल granules and these basal granules remains embedded in the ectoplasm. अब ये ectoplasm क्या है? What is the ectoplasm? अभी हम लोग डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. हेलो एनीवन कैन टेल व्हाट इज द एक्टोप्लाज्म? प्रीवियस स्लाइड में हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था. आफ्टर द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन we have discussed about the ectoplasm and endoplasm. Anyone बताइए बेटा, what is the ectoplasm? Outer layer of cytoplasm just below the plasma membrane, just near the plasma membrane. ठीक है, तो ये जो हमारे basal granules होते हैं, the basal granules are embedded in the ectoplasm, so they are present in the ectoplasm that is near the plasma membrane. इतना clear है आप लोगों का? Now, after these basal granules, we have the next organelles, that is the ribosomes. Ribosome is a very important organelles of the cell. Now, these ribosomes are spherical structures and they remain attached within the cell membrane of the endoplasmic reticulum. ठीक है, so there is an organelle that is the endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosomes जो होते हैं, they are attached with the endoplasmic reticulums and they have granular or rough type of endoplasmic reticulum. So they are responsible for the formation of granular or rough type of endoplasmic reticulums. Generally, they are consist of two subunits which are made up of RNA and the proteins. So this ribosome is a area, or it is a part of the cell which is where the protein synthesis takes place. Okay, the ribosome is responsible for the synthesis of the protein. It is the only organelle which is used for which synthesizes the protein. So this ribosome is very important for the cell. Okay, अगर ribosome present नहीं होगा cell में, so these are the structures of the, in the diagram the structure of the ribosomes are shown, that is this ribosome has a smaller unit and the larger unit. So two subunits present होते हैं ribosomes में, that is small unit and larger unit, and these subunits are made up of the protein and the RNA, and these ribosomes are used, it is the location for the protein synthesis. Okay, and they generally occurs of the mitochondria. ठीक है, तो ये हमारे क्लोरोप्लास्ट और क्लोरोसाइटोप्लाज्म में प्रेजेंट होते हैं राइबोसोम्स, and this ribosome was first noted in the plant cell, and the person who first come to know about the ribosome was Robinson and the Brown in 1953. Okay, तो plant cell में 1953 में Robinson and Brown ने ribosomes को discover किया था, and in the animal cell the Pallet was the person who discovered the ribosome in 1955. So these dense, rounded and granular particles, okay, which are responsible for the synthesis of the protein. Now the chemical composition of the ribosomes, that is the ribosome is generally consist of ribosomal RNA. It contains the protein, it contains the lipid and certain metallic ions. ठीक है, तो हमारे पास ribosomes में lipid present होता है, RNA present होता है, protein present होता है. So near about main जो हमारा main function होता है ribosomes का, that is it is used for see protein synthesis. Okay, जैसे अभी मैंने आप लोगों को बताया था, so ribosomes जो होते हैं, they are the fundamental aperture apparatus of the cytoplasm. Now why they are known as the fundamental apparatus of the cytoplasm? Because protein is the important constituent of the cell. Okay, and these ribosomes are responsible for the synthesis of the protein. That's why they are known as the apparatus of the cytoplasm. Okay, now this provide the protein factors. Proteins जो होते हैं, they are very important. That enzymes are also made up of proteins, nucleic acid, the basic unit of the nucleic acid, basic unit of enzymes, all these are the proteins. Okay, so proteins are very important for the cell, and these proteins are synthesized with the help of ribosome. So ribosome is the location where the protein synthesis takes place. इतना clear है बेटा आप लोगों को? Hello. Okay. Okay. Now next Next organelle is the endoplasmic reticulum. Now this endoplasmic reticulum is also very important for the cell. Now the structure of the endoplasmic reticulum is a structure of this system. It is a system of membranous tubules and sacs, means vacant space present होती है in the endoplasmic reticulums, ठीक है, and they have a function, that is they are intercellular path along which the molecules their part. It means कि they provide the intercellular path for the movement of the molecules from one part of the cell के एक पार्ट से दूसरे पार्ट में जो मॉलिक्यूल्स मूव करते हैं, दैट आर मूव्ड थ्रू द एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम. सो मूवमेंट के लिए यूज हो रहा है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के लिए यूज हो रहा है. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, दैट एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम हैज द ट्यूबुलर स्ट्रक्चर. They have the sacs means the back type, ठीक है, and which have the vacant space for carrying the substances or for endoplasmic reticulum is the cytoplasmic matrix, which is the cytoplasmic matrix traversed by a vast reticulum or the network. Okay, so this is the interconnecting tubules or the vesicles, and these interconnecting tubules or vesicles are used for the transportation of the materials. So the basically two types of endoplasmic reticulums are present. One is the rough endoplasmic reticulum and another one reticulum. Okay, so this rough endoplasmic reticulum, so this rough endoplasmic reticulum is generally present in the cell that makes large amount of the protein which is used for transportation from the cell or inserted into the cell membrane. ठीक है, so यहाँ पर हमारे पास rough endoplasmic reticulums जो होते हैं, they are present in the cell, and there is the exported, the protein is transferred from one part of the cell to the another part of the cell. So ये जो हमारा structure है, this structure is for the rough endoplasmic reticulums. यहाँ पर small granules are present on the boundary of the endoplasmic reticulum. The surface is not smooth. Okay, the endoplasmic reticulum surface is not smooth. So ये जो हमारा endoplasmic reticulum होता है, this endoplasmic reticulum was first reported by the Portex in 1945, and these endoplasmic reticulums are generally present in the different cells. Okay, endoplasmic reticulum होता है, that roughness of the endoplasmic reticulum is just because of the ribosomes which is attached on the endoplasmic reticulum. ठीक है, so यहाँ पर हमारे क्या होता है, granular और rough surface of the endoplasmic reticulum is present. So these rough, now जैसे यहाँ पर आप लोगों को स्क्रीन पे दिखाया गया है कि एंडोप्लाज्मिक साइटो ribosomes. Okay, so they are covered with the ribosomal granules, and these ribosomal granules are responsible for the roughness of the endoplasmic reticulum. Next we have the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now this smooth endoplasmic reticulum, this involves the synthesis of the lipid, and it is responsible for breaking the toxic substances, यानी कि जो large substances होते हैं which are harmful to the cell, that substances are broken into smaller units, and these are done at the endoplasm, done by the endoplasmic reticulums. Okay, so smooth endoplasmic reticulum does not have ribosomes, so ribosomes are not attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so they are not covered with the ribosomes. So this, so when the endoplasmic reticulum is not covered by the ribosomes, it means they are not active in the participation in the protein synthesis. They are inactive in the participation of the protein synthesis. So ये जो हमारे rough endoplasmic reticulums होते हैं, the smooth हैं, they are found in the adipose cells. They are found in the interstitial cells. They are present in the glycogen storing cells of the liver. Okay, so this liver glycogen storing cells of the liver, spermatocytes, leukocytes, all these cells contains the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Is that clear to you all? तो जो मसल सेल्स होते हैं, दैट मसल सेल्स आल्सो कंटेन्स, ओके, so जो मसल सेल्स होते हैं, दैट मसल सेल्स आल्सो rich in the smooth endoplasmic reticulums and they are known as the sarcoplasmic reticulum. ठीक है, मसल सेल्स में जो एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं, they are also they are not present on the endoplasmic reticulums, and muscle cells में जो हमारे endoplasmic smooth endoplasmic reticulums present होते हैं, they are known as the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so